Hey there, current and future homeowners, house flippers, and HGTV enthusiasts. Welcome to or back to our channel where we debunk myths, we spill truths, and maybe even make you laugh a little. Today's topic, do realtors charge too much? So you've probably wondered at some point or thought, wow, like I've seen those reality TV shows and realtors don't seem to do much, but man, do they make a lot. And let's be real. I feel the same way when I catch bits of those reality shows, right? Selling Sunset, $1 Million Listings. We're both probably watching and thinking, they kind of seem like they're full of crap. So today we're actually going to walk you through the real reality of realtor riches or lack thereof. And we'll even look at some of the things that we actually do. Much of what we do is just not glamorous and it would not make a good TV show, right? Because they're looking for that drama. Contrary to what HGTV might suggest, most realtors are not swimming in pools of cash. Now, before I say the number, put it in the comments. How much do you think the average realtor makes per year in the United States? Just drop that in the comments. All right, so I'm your host, Olivia Roberts, coming at you from the Harrison Lilly Real Estate Team. We cover Northeast Louisiana. Now, if you learned something new in this video, please hit subscribe. There's no cost to subscribe. It really just helps the channel and moves us closer to our goal of 1,000 subscribers. Also, give this video a big fat like so that the algorithm will show this video to other awesome people like yourself. Now, if you're someone looking to get into or out of the market, we've made this very easy for you. You can contact us directly if you're looking to sell or buy, or in the description, you will see the information to either book an appointment with us via Calendly or shoot us an email, but that way you can book a time that works best for you, even if it's just an exploratory call because you have some questions. Now, let's get to the topic at hand. The average realtor in the United States, what are they making? Now, we've seen home prices accelerate and that has brought in more agents, so there is more competition of who is actually getting the sales done. Now, the 80-20 rule, for those of you that are aware of that, it definitely shows up here in the real estate industry, where about 20% of the industry is actually doing about 80% of the transactions. And we know that we have lots of realtors that hold a license that aren't actively selling, or maybe they're part-time realtors. This is definitely an industry where to be successful, you really dipping your toe in or just doing it on weekends, that's so hard to do. You really have to go full out. So let's find out what the average realtor in the United States is actually making per year. Now, a few things before we talk salary. Realtors are independent contractors. All realtors work for brokerages, and yet the brokerages, they only pay us when we bring in business. So basically, we're unemployed until someone hires us. So what we know is this. Drum roll, please. The average real estate sales agent salary in the United States is $46,014. This is as of January 26, 2024, but the range typically falls between $44,000 and $58,000. The median gross income of realtors increased to $56,000 from $54,000 in 2021. New members entering the field can be noted. You can definitely see a difference in their income by experience and function. 52% of members who have 2 years or less experience made less than $10,000 in 2022, compared to 42% of members with more than 16 years of experience have made more than $100,000 in that same time period. Not exactly yacht buying money, right? Yeah. Now, to be transparent about this, the people at the top of the industry are making very good money, and some, quite a bit over 7 figures per year. And yet 7 figures earned isn't what you're netting, because it's the way that our industry words things. So that's part of our challenge is we have these awards and it's all based on what you've earned. Only if you brought in $1 million a year and you spent $990,000 to get the business, well, you didn't actually earn any money, right? One year when I was running my team, and this just stands out because it was such a big difference, right? My gross that year was $450,000, which, I mean, that looks like bank, right? And I actually only profited before taxes about $114,000. Now that year we sold 164 homes. So that gives you some insight into being overpaid, right? HGTV, every house is a mansion, every budget is unlimited, and every renovation ends with perfect smiles, champagne toast. Let me tell you folks, real life isn't a TV show. It's more like a roller coaster ride of rejected offers, endless paperwork, clients who think they're Joanna Gaines on a budget. And sure, we get a commission when a deal closes. What about the expenses? See, from marketing costs to office fees to endless driving around town, being a realtor isn't just about collecting these fat checks. It's about balancing budgets. It's about hustling hard and hoping that you don't have to sell your own house to pay the bills. If we look at the average sales price in Ouachta Parish, and let's say that your realtor receives 3% of the sales price, and let's say that your realtor is representing you in the purchase of a home. The median home price is $218,500. So your realtor gross would be $6,555. That's actually the amount of check that they turn into their brokerage. Their brokerage keeps a percent, on average 30%. Now that differs in all brokerages, but on average 30%. So now your agent's brokerage cuts them a check for $4,588. And like we said, realtors are independent contractors. So high tax bracket, so about 30% of that goes to taxes. So now we're talking about $3,211 that they actually get to spend. Now you may be thinking to yourself, hey, that's still pretty good. And hey, you know what? I agree. It's nothing to sneeze at. Let's say that you and your agent work together for a month to find the house, write the offer, negotiate it out, and another 30 to 45 days, your realtor worked on the file to get it to closing. Now what we're talking about is about $1,605 a month when they were actively working for you. Now, how much of that now has to go to upkeep of the vehicle, gas, and definitely not cheap these days, realtor dues, education, cost. Now, I could definitely keep going, and yet you see the breakdown goes away, right, pretty quickly. And yet, despite the struggles, being a realtor is about more than just making money. It's about helping people. I'm always amazed how realtors are presented in a negative light on TV. Realtors absolutely have a heart to help people. We oftentimes become the marriage counselor, the kid wrangler, the confidant. We really, it's our goal to help our clients find that house that they're going to do life in. Helping people buy that house is a huge deal. This is where, right, we understand this is where people do life, where they spend their time with their loved ones, comfort their loved ones after hard times, they entertain during the happy times, and we see it as an honor to be on this journey with you. Realtors also navigate the tricky waters of buying and selling. And let's not forget the expertise and experience a good realtor brings to the table, because let's face it, not everyone can negotiate like a pro or understand how pricing and marketing makes a difference. Your realtor is in your corner to ensure that you know what you need to in order to make the best decision for yourself and your loved ones. There's a ton of moving parts in the real estate transaction. If you look at, these are just, for time's sake, I won't go through all of these today. There's quite a bit of steps that until you're in the process, you may not be aware of. So there you have it, folks. The real truth about realtors. We may not be living in mansions or driving Lambos. We are out here grinding, hustling, and doing our darndest to help you find your place to call home. So the next time you watch HGTV and wonder why we're not all retired by 30, just remember, reality isn't always as glamorous as it seems. I trust that you enjoyed the video. The next one I'm going to put out is going to be about May statistics in Ouachta Parish. We'll break down everything and show you what is going on. And each week we drop a podcast on this channel with Harrison and I talking everything business. Thanks for tuning in. And remember, done right, real estate will change lives. And that is what we at THLT is all about.